Today, Geraldo, a judge in Chicago ordered ICE agents to start wearing body cameras and said she's, quote, profoundly concerned that ICE agents are violating court orders that they must warn people before they fire tear gas at them. Video in Chicago shows them firing a lot of tear gas this week without appearing to warn anyone first. What do you make of Homan's defense of the agent's conduct?
Well, that's a lot. I think that Homan, first of all, I am not satisfied with his explanation about the $50,000. He seems, you know, a real sincere, tough guy. I love his approach to life. You know, he's no nonsense. He put together this draconian anti-immigration police force, and he's successfully defended their mask wearing, which I deplore. I think that the rubber is going to meet the road in Chicago. You know, there's chaos that has been created by Tom Homan and ICE. There's too much anarchy and disruption on both sides. You know, this mask wearing, why alone among all law enforcement is ICE given the opportunity to wear a mask?
Well,
why not clearly, the FBI? Why not the cops?
Yeah, and clearly, Geraldo, the judge said you have to start wearing body cameras and they must be functioning when you're out and about. Judges in Chicago and in Portland have found sometimes ICE agents are coming into court telling stories of what led them to fire the tear gas or the rubber bullets, that those stories aren't adding up, that they don't actually end up proving to be true. She wants them to have body cameras on so that we can get an accurate account of what's actually happening.
That's great. That's great, because I believe Chicago, the day before all this stuff started, what was the state of play in Chicago before ICE, before this crackdown? They were going after criminals. They were going to stop the murders on the south side of Chicago. They were going to help the police in their function. And it turned out that all they were doing was providing cover for ICE agents to go in a totally different neighborhood.
Right.
Now you have tear gas. Now you have crowds. Now you have chaos. Now you have anarchy. Now you have a disruption. Now you can say, look, things are so terrible in Chicago. You made them terrible, ICE. This wasn't Chicago a week or two ago. I think that this is an American tragedy unfolding here.
Batya, I just want to play one other clip from this town hall last night. We had the spokesman for Turning Point USA on stage who was confronted about some pretty explicit racist and anti-Semitic text messages that leaders of the young Republicans were sending each other. He was asked if he would condemn them. Watch.
We saw these Nazi group chats, which I'm sure you condemn, right? This Nazi group chat.
Well, we can talk about it.
Do you condemn it?
I want to talk about it.
Wait, so when they said gas chambers,
disavow.
When they say gas chambers, you won't. So you're like J.D. Vance. You just won't condemn this?
Now, he apparently, I'm being told, later condemned it, but on stage he would not do that. The Vice President of the United States, for that matter, also in a text message, did not take the opportunity to condemn it. Is that troubling?
It's very interesting. I can explain to you what's happening there, and then I'll give you my opinion on it. They feel that for the last decade, 2 decades, the right has been sort of put in this position to, you know, do you condemn this? Do you condemn this? To play this woke game by the left where it's never enough, where they're constantly being asked to disavow their own, and meanwhile the extremism on the left just grows and grows and grows. I personally don't think that it's giving the left anything to say. These 4 miscreants, obviously terrible people, I'm glad they were all fired. The way that Winsome Sears did, by the way, when she was asked to simply condemn it, I think that's probably the stronger move here, but I do understand where they're coming from. They feel that this is a game the left is always playing in order to put them at a disadvantage.
Yeah, I think when people are saying, let's fire up the gas ovens again, you know, that's something you condemn. Batya Ungar-Sargon, Geraldo Rivera, thank you both so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.